Welcome to the top of the morning show. It's your girl TTfromtheD. And we have arrived, we have survived Wind Down Wednesday, Wake Up Wednesday, Won't He Do It Wednesday. And we have embarked upon a Thankful Thursday, and thankful I am. Today is August 31st. It's also my youngest sibling, my youngest sister's birthday. And I want to wish Sierra Craigett a very special happy birthday, all the way from the D to the AZ. This morning, we're going to talk about how to find peace in chaos. That's a word for somebody. I know it's a word for me. I'm super excited and I'm not nervous. I guess I could say my anxiety level has increased. I'm getting ready to kick off tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. the very first scripture for the 30-day scripture challenge. You will be able to listen Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 weeks filled with scriptures. You will get a scripture a day. I don't know what scripture is going to say, you know what? I needed that. Or that's my favorite scripture. I have no idea. I know one of my favorite scriptures is Ecclesiastes 3:1-9. I don't know if we're going to tap into that, but I know it's one of my favorites. I know that you will be able to listen right here on whatever platform you're listening, whether it be Spotify for podcasters, Spotify, Anchor.fm, iHeartRadio, Anchor Music, Amazon Music, Google Play, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, you name it. Whatever platform God has allowed my podcast to sit upon, I am grateful, and you will be able to tune in for 30 days, ladies and gentlemen. And then the added bonus is on Tap In Tuesdays. We will take a scripture, and I'll have some friends come through, and we'll break a scripture down. We'll unpack that thing. We'll also leave the door open if you choose and wish to engage. If you don't, and you want to sit back and just listen or watch, then I implore you and encourage you to do so. Now, how do you find peace in the midst of chaos? I can't begin to even tell you off the top of my head, but I can remind you that we live day to day, night to night, morning to morning, right? And you're going to encounter struggles. You're going to, for those of us that may have experienced post-traumatic stress disorder, you're going to have triggers. You're going to have anxiety when you know that you suffer from anxiety attacks. I am someone, I'm very transparent, and I can share that I have suffered. You heard the word have. I'm getting better. I'm getting wiser. I'm getting stronger because the God I serve, I have asked him to take it away from me. It never was mine to have. So I'm looking for him to erase it. My anxiety attack would manifest and come forth when I would hit a freeway after I had a major spin out a few years ago. It's been quite a few years ago. We were on our way to Chicago, my husband and I, and we were going to support Christina Benjamin. Shout out to Christina. At Sunday's Best, she was auditioning, and we were on our way, and it was bad weather. Long and short of the story, we had a spin out, and yeah, most people would have turned around and went on back home, but we kept going because I was determined. Because when I support, right? So I was determined that I'm going to support our sister, our friend, and we kept going, and that's what triggered it, right? And so I've been praying because it was a time I couldn't get on the freeway. I would totally just almost have a meltdown, right? But God is an amazing God, and I asked him to take that away, and little by little, I'm watching myself be able to conquer some of my biggest fears. And that's nothing to my own abilities, but everything to believing and trusting that God will allow me to overcome that. That's some of the chaos, right? That's my PSDD, right? But who can walk in this life and say, oh, I've not encountered chaos? I don't know, not one. Not one. Because our brain takes us into survival mode, fight or flight mode, and we are nothing but a human roller coaster filled with emotions, thrills, and chills, right? One minute we're up and the next minute we're down. One minute we got full control and then the next minute we've lost control. But what does chaos look like to you? Is it walking in and there's all kind of stuff going on and you can't figure out what's happening, so you're like, this is a chaotic moment? I don't know what that looks like to you. You know, is it getting stressed while you are scrolling through social media, seeing things and the chaos of life? The world in which we live have all these terrible events taking place, the deaths that surround us, right? The almost seemingly constant interruptions on our daily journeys. What does it look like to you? Because chaos often will show up uninvited. Now, some of y'all walk right on into chaos like, I'm here for it, right? Or some of y'all, that saying we say, oh, I got time today. Well, I don't really like time for the chaos. I don't. It actually leaves me stressed. And sometimes I have to take some stand back, or a leave, because I'm like, and then you start to get a headache. And did you know that you can make yourself ill when you just constantly are stressed and engaging in stressful moments, which is chaos, right? Sometimes we have to step back and really analyze what we are looking at. What are we getting ready to embrace? What are we getting ready to do? What should we not do? And in many cases, it can last a couple of minutes, an hour, a day, a week, a month, even years. But I'm going to tell you, and I want to share with you 3 quick, simple ways to find peace in the chaos of everyday living. Okay? Now let's talk about meditations. Some people love meditating. I enjoy it when I can. I would love to get better at it. I'm not a guru. I'm not a specialist, but I would like to get better at it. It's the opportunity that we could take time and say, let me quiet my mind down. Let me sit down. Let me be still. And let me focus. Right? Now think about this. Imagine sitting down with your legs crossed. Or imagine sitting down with your legs spread apart. Take your hand and use, the fist part of it to tap 2 inches between your belly. Imagine the vibrating. I'm doing it right now. Going on in your gut or your core. I got some flabby flabs, so it's going on in my fat. But this is a major energy center in our bodies, right? A lot of people talk about the chakra and things of that nature. And close your eyes and relax your mind. Focus on your awareness where the vibration is. Is it in the center? Where does your mind take you? Are you feeling relaxed, or are you feeling stressed like I don't have time for this, TT? Because energy travels like the speed of light. It can come by way of sound, by way of vibration. And doing this exercise really allows you to help bring out your awareness about how your body core and the center of who you are actually can work hand in hand. Imagine just tapping 100 or so, right, with your fists, sucking your belly, right? Keep pumping it. Keep tapping. This is called the intestinal exercise. I'm about to lose breath because I need to lose some weight. But on a serious note, you probably can say, I've used this vibration from the tapping. You brought your brain scattered energy, your busy mind this morning, and you actually allowed it to center in on what I just expressed to you, if you even tried it. Now, for all of those hotheads out there, because I know I used to be one of them, we have to learn to water down the fire that's within us. Because a lot of us be hot 187, popping off like, what? It's go 0 to 10 in like 5 seconds. That doesn't do anything good for your energy. It doesn't do any good for your health. It doesn't do anything good for your mind. It doesn't do any good for your heart. You'll need to learn how to channel the energy within you when you're in a chaotic situation, right? When you've entered chaotic moments and you're like, oh my God, how did I get here? We often ask ourselves, how did I even end up here? But understand this. When it starts to get warm and you feel yourself heating up, what do? Do you go further into the area or the place that's hot? Or do you retreat and say, you know what, it's too hot in there, it's too stuffy in there. I don't want to faint, I don't want to fall out, I need to get some air. Imagine being able to capture those moments when you're in chaos and saying, whoa, hold on, I don't want to go any further with this. I don't want to go any deeper with this. So let me retreat, let me exit, let me get back, let me fall back, because I don't want to engage in that. Imagine how amazing that would be. The second tip, master your emotions. Now, this exercise will take about 5 minutes, right? And we want to stay focused on observing how we feel rather than becoming how we feel. Am I angry? I'm thinking about, am I angry? And then I'm just going to let myself be angry. No, that's not what we're trying to do. See, the power of suggestion is something else. But I want you for this moment to close your eyes. Reminds me of mindful moments, but I want you to close your eyes. I want you to scan your body from head to toe. Now, where do you notice tension? Where do you feel discomfort? Where do you feel feelings that you don't want to feel? And I need you to ask yourself, what color is the pain or the chaotic emotions? What shape do they take? What texture do they have? What movement do you feel in your body at this moment? Now imagine one of your happiest memories. Who's there? Who was around you at that moment? Where were you? Where are you? Was there a fragrance or an aroma in the air? Was there a song playing? Were there animals playing? Were there the sounds of birds chirping? Were there a lot of commotion? Or was it complete silence? How do you feel about this? See, when we allow every cell in our body to relax and gather and come together like a neutron, it allows us to find that happy moment, that happy memory. Now, go back to that pain. You remember the pain you recognized when you were scanning your body. Ask yourself, what color is that pain now? Does it still have the same shape? Do you think it still has the same texture? The more you master your emotions, the quicker you'll be able to tap into your emotional resilience. As a strong leader, but you have to be able to lead yourself first before you can lead others. And the more you master that, the quicker you will be to calm down and gather yourself when you feel yourself embarking upon chaos, or perhaps even getting ready to create chaos. My third tip, listen within. This takes you to that quiet moment again. I just want you to close your eyes, if you can. Take a few deep breaths, and I'll do them with you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Ask your heart, what are you saying to my body right now? Now continue to listen. Listen for the response. Not for what you want to say to yourself, but what your heart is saying to you. And I know you say, oh, TT, you can't talk to your heart. Oh, but you can. Just like you could talk to your body and you claim healing. I shall be healed. I shall live. I shall not die. I shall rise up. I shall be strong. Speak life. Speak life, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Every day that you rise, choose to speak life. Often we're going to find ourselves in chaotic situations and experience chaotic moments. But it's right in the midst of those situations and moments that we have to learn to find our peace. We have to learn to find our pathway to peace. Well, that's all I have for you on this Thankful Thursday. I'm not going to hold you too much longer. I want to remind you that I'm going on the 30-day scripture challenge starting tomorrow. I'm excited about it. I'm nervous about it. Not in a bad way, though. I'm feeling like this is going to be a different type of journey, yet one and the same, very familiar. Every time I've been obedient and entered this season, it's always been something different. But I'm feeling a different type of energy as I'm prepping for it. Some of you have already texted me. If you know me personally, you know. Some of you have made comments on some of my social media pages. And you've said, you know what? I'm going to take this journey with you. And I'm like, okay. That's amazing. And then some of you may say, well, I'll see you in October. I'm not trying to do all of that. Okay. I respect that. I'm not mad. I'm not sad. I'm not feeling like why. I'm not feeling like any of that. I'm just like, I'm going to be where I can be. You need to be where you could be. And let's meet up in the middle. Wherever our capacity allows us to go and we could be taken. Let's not worry about it. Let's just get it done. Let's go there without any incident if we can. But you know, we are human. We're going to encounter some situations and some circumstances, some things, some people. You know how that goes. But I really want you to really focus. Really focus on what you need, what you want, where you want to be, how you want to get there. I know that's a lot. You're probably like, oh, TT, you're asking me to do too much, TT. How did this go from me listening to your show to you giving me instructions and now you want me to do some work? What? Yeah, I know, I do. Just a little bit, not a lot, just a little, because I know you can. Some of you are so willing, and some of you are so excited. Some of y'all are more excited about this journey than I am. Some of you are new to it, and I am so grateful that you are trusting yourself with me, allowing yourself to do the simple thing by just simply listening. That's all it really requires right now. It doesn't require anything else, at least not right now. We'll see what tomorrow brings, and the next day, and the next day. But for now, all I need you to do is just sit back, prepare yourself, get excited, get ready, enjoy the ride, share when you feel like you want to share. Share your thoughts. If you feel like, you know what, I felt something, I recognize something. If you're open to sharing, let us know what that is. What was it? I'd be interested in knowing. If you're very private and you're like, nah, I don't want to share, that's fine. As I always tell people, we got to meet people where they are. I don't want you to do anything that you feel like you're not capable or ready to do. But I do want to remind you to find peace in the chaotic world in which we live. It will allow you to live a longer, stronger, wiser, healthier, and happier life. Join me right here at 6 o'clock in the morning for the very first scripture for day 1 of the 30-day scripture challenge. And I will see you soon.